guys? I'm Michael Fernandez, Sub-Team Racing Challenge Captain of TERRA Wolves 2 Racing. And today I'm going to show you guys how to change out the gears on a Redcat race car. Now, the things you're going to need before we start off is a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, scissors, an Allen wrench set, and a flashlight. Now, the first thing we're going to change out today is the pinion gear on the motor. The pinion gear is the small gear on the motor. That is the easiest one to change out. So let's go ahead and start here. The first thing you're going to want to do is take out these 5 screws. One thing you gotta be careful with is the threads. If you notice, this thread, the thicker thread, this thread is for plastic. This thread is for metal. In the car, this bracket right here, which I'll show you right now, is made out of metal. And the screws that go back here are the plastic. And the one on the side as well. Take out the gear cover, pull from here, pull up like that. Bring this one out. Now you have your gears right here. This is the pinion gear right here, the gold one. Smaller gear on the motor. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to want to do, now the easiest way to take out the pinion gear is, if you look right here, there's an Allen wrench hex right there. And you're going to get your Allen wrench set and find which one fits. Not the one. All right, this is the one right here. Now this sometimes the screw is tied on really hard, so you'll have to put it in sideways like this. Take it out. All right. Now the screw's loose. Now we finish removing that screw. Now don't take it all the way so you don't lose it. Just take it out enough so that it's not holding down the gear. Try this one. Okay, this one's better. You want to have metric and standard Allen wrench hex just in case stuff happens like this. Okay. Sometimes you have to use the flathead to pop out the gear. Brand new, they're on there pretty good. There we go. That's it. That's the gear right there. It's your pinion gear. Now, on this set, you're gonna have this gold one, which is standard on the car. Then you're gonna have a smaller gold one, and you're gonna have a larger gray one. And you can put any of those here. Now the problem is the size, so you would have to loosen. Now for the different sized gears, you have to loosen these screws right here, so you can move the motor around, as you can see here, so you can get closer or farther away from your main gear, which is a spur gear. And then you would put the size gear you want. You don't even have to take out the motor, guys. It's very, very simple, depending on how you do it. Once you have it on the flap part of your let me show you guys right here. If you guys seeing that this right here is not completely round, you can see it's got a flap part right there. That flap part is where you want to screw this back onto. If not, it's not going to grab on. Okay, get it on there. Then you could tighten it back again. Once you have that tight, nice and tight, now those top screws I told you about to adjust the motor back and forth, you're gonna want to put the you're gonna want to do the gear mesh, because you don't want to have the gears too close or too far from each other. Here's the issue: if you have them too close, you'll overheat the motor and it might burn. If you have them too far from each other, you'll strip one of the gears. So you want to have it just right. Now, the perfect way to tell if you want to be extremely precise, or once you get the hang of it, you can do it even by looking at it. But the best measurement, you get a simple piece of copy paper like this. Cut out a piece. Like that. You want to separate the motor as far as possible. Then you're going to want to put that paper in there. Kind of turn the gears to kind of help it a little bit. There you go. Now you're going to want to press the motor up against the spur gear, not too hard. Then you're going to tighten these screws. There's one on the bottom as well. Make sure you tighten that. Alright. Then once you have that tight, you can just turn the gear the other way and pull it out. And right there, you have a perfect gear mesh. Thank you for watching. I'll be back to show you guys how to change the spur gear, which is the hardest gear to change and the most time consuming.